Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. Now an opening past the 30.
We go!
Still on the move. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start in returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Roger Goodell. Hi, Roger Goodell. Less than 40, son.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams.
Give me that.
Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turn. The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Set. Ready.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. It's the safety, Julian Blackman. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Evan Williams is there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on 2nd down, shot. Back deep for Olave. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
Javon Vele was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. They'll go, and here's Shuck. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Craft. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now Love. That one complete to Watson.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Love to throw. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Tucker Craft. Touchdown, Green Bay.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. Taysom Hill working free downfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
It's a give now to Kamara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's shot. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. They'll indeed go, and it is shot. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Let's go. Sean Black, 95.
In motion, Reed.
Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Love to throw. Flush to his right. Taking off. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. We go play action with Love. And that'll wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The 1st quarter has come to an end. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Love. This is intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead. A run here with Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 45 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Love to throw it on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And maybe a little more conservative approach following that interception on the last drive. With nobody open, instead of forcing it downfield, he just throws it away, and you can tell he's trying to avoid another costly mistake.
This one is caught by Reed. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Darnold going to throw right away. They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. Now Darnold wants to change it up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Alex Anzalone coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
That is caught. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 72 yards. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Dances by him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the defense closes quickly there, and they get maybe a yard to the 33. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Goff. Complete to Wright. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2nd down and 3. Another run for Gibbs here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Now Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A toss out right to Gibbs. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he is going to give himself up on a play that really turns out to be a disaster. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now they snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up 2nd and 7. And Darnold's going to change the play. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Faking the give, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Darnold. Going up top for Kupp. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out of the gun. Gone. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. They juked him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Darnold wants to change it up. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Down to the 42, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now Darnold. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. In motion to tight end. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Derek Hall in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. It's gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it is now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One last throw here for Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alex Anzalone from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Now back to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Purdy now to throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead. And some room to work. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Hand off now to Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll try the air now with Goff. And his throw is incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Goff now looks to throw. And he is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now they'll change things around before the snap. That's complete to Laporta. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. To throw is gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 55 yards. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. And throwing here, Purdy. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Purdy looking to throw. And he rips that one incomplete there. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 3rd and 9 here. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Purdy. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
This is caught.
Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A gain of 3, second down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In motion left comes Williams.
On third down, here's Gibbs.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw, Goff.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Now Goff.
Wow, that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Goff throwing again. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Williams being motion left.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. From the gun, here's Goff. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Here's Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run.
And this is caught, Jennings. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now third down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw. Purdy. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And now look at him go. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Here's first and 10. Fresh off that pick 6, here's Purdy. That's downfield. He's got Tonjes. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Throwing, Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, 59 yards.
And the 49ers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This is first and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
it's Goff. These guys running back out of the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Now Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he's brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Goff now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Desperation time for Goff on 4th.
Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. At 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.